Travel mechanisms and timeline center rotation positions, zero track line connection interference. Try to understand that when you're traveling, you have to understand every connection to time positions to time sequences of compass. You guys have to understand the conditions of the sun and everything through the modifications of the moon. The program line center is already set in position. You can travel anywhere you want. You just have to understand the compass of the sun and the programs of the moon. That's the basic communications to signals to all levels of your TV reception. So it's kind of like going into your TV and understanding how to change the channels. That's frequency to all level system. Then you understand everything through that connection comes into vibration, and then everything through harmonics is communication. All right, so point view taken on so many levels. You guys are coming in high level rotation. It's very powerful how we come in these positions. So today we are going to travel to Serpioun. Serpioun is the next computer line center. I got the barriers and perimeters and location centers and the parameters. It's all connected. When you guys travel, you have to set up your own grids. The formation line center and position locations. Okay. So we're going to be a 9,000 year practice system, location line connections. What you see, the platitude line interference on my YouTube, that picture, that's where we're going to be. Okay. It's all set up through sequence. You get more communications to high position line centers, rapid system locations, high positions to all level. Okay, to understand when you're traveling in the future, everything is done through observation, but it's all done through clocking, right? Dimensional time. So I've got the code line center set up. High positions to its calculation modifications, understand communications, 9,000 line center rotations. So when you see this, you will be blown away. The sequence interference is already set to line condition interference locations. Now it's all in channel locations. 0.919 equals flux capacitor. Okay. High channel rotation line positions. Okay. X line center connections. Okay. Comes into equals teleportation, box line center TV reception to 9,000 track system locations. Right. The clocking system in the compass line center is positions to general and communications of the V vector line rotation and communications of Serpioun. Okay, we're going to travel 9,000 years in the future. Now, be cautious because we're going to be traveling extremely fast in acceleration. Code line center is already set up in position line connections. All right, tracking its system to high position line connections. So we're going to take about 5 more minutes. You know, I don't really want anybody to miss this. Right? You're going to see 9,000 years in the future. All right. Let's give you guys 5 minutes to chat. All right. Code line center set up. High position locations. So it's all about understanding the sun. Understanding the codes of the sun, the activations, the correlations, the coordinates, the vector core lines, and the quadrant levels. It's all positions because space is extremely powerful when you understand how to travel. Okay, that's a true understanding how to go through all compasses of travel. You guys have your phones, you have your GPS locks, you have your emergencies and on your phone, right? So if you miss your phone, and you have location on, you're fine to go. You got the GPS tracker, you got the CCTVs, all positions to all teleportation line connections. It's really powerful when you start traveling, right? So when you travel, you have to know how to come back. You know, so okay, I'm 9,000 years in the future. What am I going to do now? How do I get back home? You have to set up a new code, right? So that's already set up. And that's how fast things are done, right? But you have to set up security. You have to set up barriers and perimeters. And the parameters have to truly understand what you're doing when you're traveling in space. It's very powerful when you understand all levels of sequences to everything through the sun and everything through the programs on the moon. As long as you understand how to use the sun as a compass and how to use the moon as a program. So it's all about understanding the positions of the sun as a sundial and everything through the moon is shadow. If you get a stick and you go draw a circle in the sand, right? You actually see the sun on one side and you'll see the moon on the other side come in track system like this in the V vector line center. So you have to truly understand how it's calculated and modified in time zone frequency, the communications to a system, right? So you guys are going to leave the Earth perception. You're going to go extremely fast, okay? And you're going to come out of vortex line. Your particles are going to separate, okay? Because you're going, past the universal lines rotations of 5,000 position locations, all right? So is this true understanding? You're leaving the fifth dimension and you're going into the ninth dimension, which is very powerful because your body has to reach the high level system. This zero tracks its connections of 919. Okay, 9 positions, 1 line center, 9 locations. In position location, try to understand all levels of you through track system. 9,000 years in the future, ninth dimension of body track system. So you have to be in ninth dimension to be in time square of 9,000 years. You see how that works out? You see how that balances out? You can't have a fifth dimensional body into 9,000 years in the future. The vibrations are just way too high, right? So when we're there, we'll see civility, we'll see intelligence. Don't touch anything because your body's not used to it yet until you really understand how to travel farther into the future. Okay? So this is truly understanding how we set things in parameter. It's all done through its equations, right? E equals mc squared. How to really travel through this is very, very powerful. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's see. Let's say hi to everybody. Tina, how's it going? Christopher, great to see everybody. Yeah, it's always good to get in before we start. It's great, Lieutenant. I know you're driving. When you come in, I'll see you. Allocate line centers to Jill when she comes on high position, Lieutenant to interference, 9,000 years in the future rotation. Put her in the Serpioun line. Okay, one upon venture, yep. And you guys become more aware when you understand your energy lights. Program setting, all position locations, all right? So everything is done through a map. The sun's of a map, the programs of a map. That's the first thing you have to understand, how to travel through the sun and how to travel through the moon. Okay, in position locations, all right? Now, my service is messing up. Yes, the reason why it's messing up, Samantha, is because your body is in track system of ninth dimension. You have to be in ninth dimension to be 9,000 years in the future. It's all vector core to its communications. Don't worry. Your particle system is in position-like conditions. You guys will understand more positions. Oh, fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension. So you have to understand how to line sequencing everything through box line center to vector line rotations to communication of flux capacitor interference line center rotation to communications high position to its line center rotations. Calculation modification line center. Truly understand how to communicate through that line rotation. All right, so everything's set up. When you see this, you'll accelerate. Okay, it's all set up in sequence. All right. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is, Veronica. You already feel the ninth dimension through your body changing. So when we change, we have to be at a certain level of speed. You can't be in the fifth or sixth dimension if you're born 9,000 years in the future. Your body can't handle 9,000 years. Okay, I'm not talking about ninth dimension. I'm talking about 9,000 years in a facility, in a community, in a society that's in that position locations. Okay, that's how real it is. All right, because I've been everywhere. So here we go. You guys ready? You look at this and you're going to go travel through your high long rotation position locations. All right, countdown 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Traveling to vector line 0.919 equals flux capacitor. Line signal channel rotations positions. T-frame line centers. Intel rotation line conditions. Travel communications. Collective forces. The GFLs and the rebellion in line center locations. Clocking systems. generalism formation line centers to vector core line center to Serpioun. Teleportation's coming in, rendezvous, fox, trot, Charlie. All right, there you go. Have fun. 20 minutes. All right, I'm in there in position, so you guys are 9,000 years in the future. Have fun. Let me know what you see. Yeah, you don't want to be driving at this particular point. Your body's changing track system. It will confuse the overloads of position location to your car or anything through its compartment level system. The ecoline center and position locations has to understand the alkalines of the water frame and interference. That's a true understanding of how you have to drink your water in position. All right. So this is where everybody is in track system line conditions. You're in this position location. Try to go to that connection line interference here. All right, so I'm just going to show you. This is where everybody is. It's amazing how we see these things. All right. That's where everybody is, right there. We're right there, 9,000s. Year line center rotation positions. You guys are in that position location right now. Okay, you're right there, right? Center up line interference, you guys are right here. Okay, your general's here. It's all about understanding. This is just intelligence, right? But it doesn't matter. What matters is where we're traveling. So you guys are here. We're going to be teleporting into the city and position to Serpioun. All right, communications are coming into high line rotation. All right, see how it changes? Sets up signal locations. 20 minutes, have fun. Know what it's like to be in a ninth dimensional body. It's amazing how you track your systems and you're in a fifth dimensional body. You're not in a ninth dimensional bodies, guys. You're only in the fifth dimension, but you're in 80 trackers. So this is a true understanding that you have to understand dimensions of time before you stand 9,000 years in the future. It's very powerful when you're traveling through high line conditions. You have to understand your portals. And Christopher, you're going to love this because you're actually 9,000 years in the future rotation. So in position, you're traveling, but you are on the foundations of the planets of Serpioun. So you're seeing flying ships, hardly breathing. See? 9,000 years in the future. See how the atmosphere changes? It's important that, you don't want to eat too much, especially when you're traveling. I'll keep you aware when we're going to travel next, but it's important that everything's done through codes, right? So you guys are 9,000 years in the future. Have fun. I want you to know what the future's like. Well, there it is, the graph system. All to Serpioun. All right. That's our teleportation unit. This is a clocking system. As you can see, 919. 919. See? Right there. So, all right. Serpians. You're in Serpioun, so they're Serpians. Okay, extremely friendly. Ellen's having fun. I mean, Ellen can't do this, okay, until she understands getting all her alignments into center, right? So this is where the track system goes in different rotations. You can't be in the fifth dimension going 9,000 years in the future. It doesn't make any sense. Your body traction in the ground line centers, the atmospheres have changed. You have to be in ninth dimension to 9,000 years. So your whole body is changed now in that position locations, right? Seeing portals and vortex opening. There you go. All right, we're having fun now, right? So they have area codes in the future too. Yep. Everything that you see in Christopher is extremely real. I know, it's hard to grasp these things, right? Especially when you travel. You guys are traveling in the future and you're freaking out. Why do you think I became space-time creator? I know codes to all planets. So I'm attached to everything, right? So I know all planets and all locations and all direction. So that's a true understanding where you guys are coming in a different sequence. We're just on the labels right now in the fifth dimension. You guys are in the ninth dimension to 9,000 years in the future. That's sequencing line center rotation, the vector lines to rotation connections. 2, it's flux of capacitor represents interference location line connection. Okay. So you'll be introduced to intelligence. They will take you around in the city. It's all set up, the code system. They're looking forward to seeing you. So this is where everybody is. Truly understanding how powerful it is when you can travel through any level of any time of any location. That's where we are, right there. It's the most beautiful, beautiful thing that you can see. All right. Now that is a stadium. Okay. That's elliptical stadium. That's a communication line centers. These are UFOs on standby. See? This is the sky. You're actually in this position line connection. So I traveled you guys through here. You went through here into the picture frame, into reality of a real reality line center. So what I did is just put the position locations, change the graph line center, put you guys into 9,000 years into a ninth dimensional body. See? That's where you guys are. This here is the base and communication line centers. This is the city right here, tunnel line center locations. Okay. We call it the scenic route of tunnel vision. Okay. So it's very powerful when you're actually traveling. I really want you guys to be aware that when you travel, you have to understand your bodies and what's going on with the oxygen levels, the intelligence, and everything that you see. It's like taking a tour. You're on a vacation and you're taking a tour. All right, so let's see here. Having fun, hard space opening. What is the tower? It's the elliptic. It's elliptic. Okay, stadium. All right, I'll show you again. Let's see here. Anti-gravity board. Yeah, like Michael J. Fox. Like Back to the Future, right? Yeah. This here, yeah. Very powerful, guys. Very powerful. All right. Understanding what you're seeing is true and understand everything through the future and what it is, the allocated line conditions. You have to understand why I became space-time creator, why I became first intelligence born in space. I'm the only one that can teleport you at any universal time and any clocking of any time. Okay, so it's very proud of what I can do. All right. Okay, let's see. It's moving, yeah. You envisioned anti-gravity board. You didn't envision it, you're seeing it. There's a difference between envision and visionary. Atmospheral's heavy. Being took me to a big building. Mm-hmm. Serpioun grabbed my hand and I'm gonna start crying. Yeah. Grand Unified Ascension draw. Yep. Arturius, how you doing? Questions or comments you can go after my TikTok. They feel childlike in energy. Yep. Can't stop crying. Oh, it's so organic. Yep. It's a beautiful thing to watch. 9,000 years in the future. All position locations to you. So you're seeing Serpions on high levels Serpioun. All right. Your breathing will adjust, Veronica. You're at better in position locations. It's all about understanding how to get into the allocated line centers of ninth dimensional body. That's what it is. Fifth dimensional body, 5,000 years in the future. There's the balance. Sixth dimensional body, 6,000. Everything has to be balanced. So that's why we have the dimensions, guys. Sixth dimension, seventh dimension. It's all set up. It's all set up to 12. It has to. That's a correlation line center in position locations to the 7-track waters of youth of the body fragmentation interference in position of 5 atmospheres. That's the 12. Your clocking is in position of 12. So when humanity goes into the clocking of 12, new cycle, new rotation, Vesica ears. Here we come. Allocation of timeline center. So it's very powerful how we go all the way up to 12th dimension. You guys are at 5th. You got to go into 12 line rotation, right? In position. You guys will fast track faster because you're going into your 114. So when you read 114, you'll be able to read more fast line center rotations. You'll be able to understand more of the sun and more of the moon through its compass and how you can travel any dimension of time lock system. So, all right. All right, let's see here. It's Banshee, how you doing? It's General Banshee. Commander! What did I miss? Okay, in communication line centers, 9,000 track line rotation position locations. Put amber in 9th dimensional rotation line connections. Yep. 0.919, teleport her to Serpioun. To the Serpioun line interference line channel. Put them in positions to the GFL locations. All right, Commander, are you there? Through track system, all through programs of high positions of the moon and interline connections to positions of the compass of sun interference. All right. All right, and seeing the beings, are we supposed to touch them? In position, no. No, you don't touch them. They touch you. Okay? Because they've never seen anybody at your position locations. Travel recognition of time is truly understand all positions of you through track system. This is not Star Trek. This is real. So everything you're connecting to is real and high-level rotations, all done through code signals. Proactive system location. Okay. All done through graphing system. You guys have to truly understand how to use your test reviews and evaluations and how it comes into everything through its equation, all right, of time codes and inference, all positions to its formula, to its teleportation, right? Clocking system, general, B vector line, Serpioun, right? So over time, you guys will be able to do this yourself. But the thing is, too, is you have to get used to your bodies, right? So it's amazing how you guys are in your 5th dimensional bodies, but you're in your 8th dimensional high-rise line center just in the ground locations, right? You have to truly understand how to travel through all planet locations. It's different, right? Different oxygen, different atmospheres, different time, especially when you're traveling extremely fast through acceleration line connections. So, all right. Very curious. Yep. Yep, you're in, Commander. Sarah, how's it going? We're communicating telepathically with our hearts. Yep, that's what you want to do. That's why I want you guys to get into that. Get into your finger points, line center, get into those. So we're going to go through planets now. So I'm going to put you guys on each planet. And you basically have to use your own signals. So when you come back down, you know exactly how to communicate with all teleportation lines or anything through 2 V vector line centers. These are 4 generation lights. 2 finger point line center rotations of right and left. Rotation 2 line connections, 3 in position, 4 within activation, 5 within system, 6 within the high line center, and 7th within the body line rotation. Okay, so all right. right. You guys will pick up a lot too. So I'll give you 20 minutes. You got 17 minutes left. All right. Communicating telepathically. That's what you want to do, right? It's better to communicate with other intelligence on other planet systems or solar systems, right? You guys are on extremely, extremely high planes of 9,000 years in the future. So he's saying, no, see, the thing is, they guide you. Okay. It's like, with positions of a blind man, right? You don't take his arm, he takes your arm. Okay. All right. So it's true understanding. They're scared just as much as you are. They've never seen you before. Right. So this is a planet where you've never been. Now, this is all done through creating. This is not what you've already done through creation. So I want you to understand where you're in a different level of ninth dimension of travel to 9,000 years in the future. Okay. So it's a little bit different now. And this is what your general does. It's because I'm in the now of everything. I can create anything, right? In the now. I already know what I've already created. I'm just creating it now. And it's more real to you guys because you're in the now position of 9,000 years in the future. So it's like me teleporting you instantly. Whoa, where am I? Right? Not something that you've already seen. This is something new. Because that's why you're asking questions. Because the thing is, you wouldn't be asking questions if you were allowed to touch them. You would know, oh, really? I'm catching on and what's going on. I'm starting to remember the Serpioun's. You never met them. They've never met you, right? So you have to work in, you have to become friends and relationships and partnership and use your finger point line center. Okay, communicate. All right, he's saying that they create the line codes in here, keeping everything in rotation. Yeah, it's like very slow dance, lots of green. All these people, it's mystical. Yeah, there's one right in front of me. Is there more than 12 dimensions? Oh yeah. There's 12 dimensions in your line center track system of your computer frame system. Okay. Galaxies, grow. That's just one position. One position. You guys are living the fifth dimension in that one position location of time clocking. There's billions and trillions of dimensions. And I know them all because I'm space-time creator. So that's what I'm saying. You guys have to understand all levels of the chakra system of 7, mastering everything through the body line center rotations, right? Because you never thought that, oh, fifth dimension is fast, but you're in a ninth dimensional body to 9,000 years in the future. You have to have balance between the two because the physical line center has to be in the ground line center rotation of its clocking to its time frame. Flux capacitor interference changes its time sequence in position locations, right? So you have to be at that level of balance. Okay. So, all right. That's okay. Nobody's late. I'm allowed to morphin, so my skin feels good. My body's vibrating at an odd frequency. Yeah. So it's all about adapting to their level of vibration. Every time we go to a planet, we have to be at that level. They're at the 9th dimension. You guys are at the 5th dimension at 80 chakras. They're at the 9th dimension of 9,000 years. So you have to, that's why it feels odd, because it's a different vibration, right? So you have to learn how to blend in. All right. Flying and flying UFOs, yeah. Beautiful communicating telepathic hearts. Yeah, my head feels very floaty like a balloon. Yep. So I want to dance. There's innocence melting my heart. Can't stop crying. Yep. Veronica's getting balanced in her ocean levels. That's great. Like children who have never experienced darkness. Very good. But see, that's exactly what it is. This is exactly what it is. They never experienced darkness. You're talking to intelligence that has never, ever been on your Earth position. Isn't that fascinating? I wanted to show you how real intelligence is when you're on other planet rotations There are males, there are females, and children on other intelligent rotation connections of planets. And now you know. All right. Whoever said that they heard of the hum, I can hear it feels inside my body. Their intelligence, hearts are so beautiful, huh? I'm in here. Wow. All right. My phone died. Where am I in locations? You're in Serpioun. Okay, with the Serpians. Okay. 9,000 years in the future there, Alicia. Okay. Carla, how's it going? General, can you put me in? Yep. Carla, rotation line, position line connections, 9,000 rotation line centers. I'm going to put you in higher position locations there, Carla, in high rotation. Okay. High positions to the Serpioun line rotations, flux capacitor interference. Put her into ninth dimension locations with the GFLs. All right. So quincing line interference, everybody has to be at least 50 in chakra. Anything below that, you can't go to 9,000 years in the future. Do you understand why it's important to understand your chakra systems of speed? You understand why it's so important to get 114? And then you can go up to any channel of dimensional time into your 12 positions. We created you on all levels of track system. I created you through the simulation in the metric location of the chakra system. 7 bodies of water, 5 track systems at the conscious level rotation to its flux capacitor. 2 V vector line centers on the right, 2 V vector line centers on the left. Rotation to its connections, right? So I created all dimensions of 12, okay, into 12,000 air in your track system locations. So it's all about understanding is the balance of everything through space-time, right? Not sure if I'm there, General. Heart just pulsates. Yep, you're going in there, hotline rotation. So I'll just vector line your positions there, 9,000 years in the future there, Donna. You good? I know, it's hard. You still crying. I'm showing in my finger points and they're communicating back. Excellent, Commander. Very good. I can see what you're doing. Fantastic. You guys will get a better formation how you can be in the ninth dimensional bodies in 9,000 years in the future and know understand how to do these things. Because that's the way they communicate. Sometimes we'll go to other planets. All this week, in position, we're going to go like this, communicate with the eyes, right? There's one way. Some intelligence prefer the eyes. Some just do through knowing, seeing body language, movements, finger points, line channels, rotation cycles, interference locations, ground locks, all positions of different telepathy of communication to all intelligence, to all planet locations, guys. Right? Yeah. I can see that. They're all gathering around me like it's okay. That's so loving. My leg muscles are tightening up. Yeah. Release line centers to Christopher. He's going a little bit of anxiety. Take track line centers back in balance rotation. Yeah, release his muscle interference. He's not used to the ninth dimensional body. Taking a track rotation back in location. So there you go. I change a part of the lights there, Christopher. Right? Because you're not understanding the ninth dimensional atmosphere. Interesting how the buzz. See, the thing is, when you guys are in 9,000 years in the future, your grounds are so different. But you have to be in a ninth dimensional body. And that's what ninth dimension is. Ninth dimension, 10th dimension. You guys didn't know where your dimensions are. It's nothing to do with travel. It's your body. Your body. You're in a 5th dimensional body. Okay? But if I put you in a 9th dimensional body, you can travel faster. What do you think? You can be in 5th dimensional body and travel to 20 million years in the future? No. No way. Way overloading. Okay? So, step by step here. Step by step, people. Interesting how they buzz soften up to hum like a warm and behind my hug. Yep. Is there lightning there? If not, could there be a represent? It's on my brain just making things up. Nope, nothing's made up. They're extremely there. They have a snake-like tails, but light. Very good, Commander. CC's seen detail. That's what I like. Body, wow, yep. Yep. They're showing me all have forgotten about my fingers, and that's why I put you guys there. Okay? You've never been there, but they're there to show you how to use your fingers properly. All right. There's docking stations and the sky clouds. Yep. Yep. Samantha is in that connections. I'll show you exactly where that is with the docking interference, dock information line connection and rotation. It's very powerful when you kick them those rounds. Let's go with the line conditions here. All right, so this is what Samantha's seeing right here. Show you. All right, right here. This is where Samantha's seeing here. This is the docking station. Okay, this here is the elliptic stadium. Okay, these are the UFOs that Christopher's seeing. You guys are actually there. It's very powerful. You know. And it's not your imagination. And like I said, it's like with Morpheus, what makes it real? Your mind makes it real because it's your soul. So it's integration to its connection, which reacts everything to the physical system, knowing that, whoa, I'm floating like I wouldn't believe. Like, this is crazy. I'm not on the fifth dimensional body anymore. No, you're in the ninth dimensional body. It's the only way you can be in 9,000 years in the future. It makes sense, right? Everything has to be balanced out. Space and time has to recognize you through ninth dimensional line center of body is in rotation positions activated through its core line center. It's already up to all line conditions, positions, vector core line centers, and flux capacitor ready to go through confirmation line condition. Confirmed. Right? So, step by step. All right, they're showing me exactly docking stations, the clouds, my outer tissue is softening, my heart through opens. Once they see my heart, they are so excited. Yeah, they can read you so fast, very quick. Yeah. You saw their light tails, very good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you guys don't want to miss travels, that's for sure. They're helping me heal my back. There you go. They're giving me a new light body with the light tail. There you go. Now I fit in. I love it here. So pure. Okay, put in the coach. There's such pure love. It's exactly all intelligence is pure love. They're just on different channels at different time, right? Veronica's still crying. I'm all green. Ellen's mutating into their high level system rotation. That's great. Lack of chakra activation mean I'm not traveling at all, or that my brain just has limited perception quality. Yeah, and see the thing is there, right? You have to go to a higher level, and you'll see more in position location. And that's important. Why you go through the heart reactor. The heart reactor has to recognize you through the chakra system, and you have to be at a certain level to its clock system of the sun, and everything through the progress of the moon, right? That's the only way. You have to be at that marker. Okay? At 50 and above is even better. 15 below, no. Especially if you're going 9,000 years in the future. Because anything below that, I can't put you in the track system of ninth dimensional body. Your particles change everything through that conditions. Right? The galactic forces are in the mantle. The GFLs are in position locations of the antimantium. And the rebellion is in the center core position, right? So you feel it more because you're in a different level of time, okay? And you're seeing intelligence, all right? I just want to prove to you how real it is when you travel. Yeah, you're welcome there, Donna. Veronica, it's like love, never felt, no fear, no pain, nothing but love. Oh, there you go. What can I do to equalize my body? My legs and abs are flexing super hard. Yeah, and it's just basically you try to understand the ground line centers there, Christopher. You have to really get into higher rotations programs. The more you go high rise, faster and faster the chakra system, Christopher, you get more balance, right? Because you're no longer in the fifth dimension of atmosphere. You're in the ninth dimension of atmosphere, which is 9,000 years in future rotation. Okay. So release line centers of legs and communications. Everything through high rotation is relaxing to high conditions to Christopher. Get him in rotation centers into flux capacity interference of 9,000 atmosphere line center. So there you go. That's how you equalize your body, right? You have to know how powerful space is through travel, especially when you're on the foundations on their planet. Okay? All right. Christopher, I believe more oxygen, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm swimming in blue. I don't think I'm breathing. Breathing line center in positions of Veronica. Bring her in a track rotation center. There you go. You can breathe now, Veronica. They're showing me all around. Bing, bang, boom, zip, zap. From the side of the planet to there. My heart is balancing. My oxygen levels are adjusting. See, that's the focus where Commander is. You guys have to be strictly balanced. Okay, try to focus on that. Try not to get, anything to stress and say, whoa, this is weird, because you're changing your body. Right? You got your E fields, you got your force fields up, all in position, right? But as soon as you change anything in condition, especially when you come into negative cycles, because the Serpians will notice you changing, right? And that comes back to me, and then I got to reset you guys. So it's very powerful how they just live on love and light and nothing else. They've never resided with dark, only light. Each intelligence has a time sequencing code. It connects to all levels of heat structure patterns. It puts them in their body form of communication. All right? So, yeah, you just got to balance your oxygen levels through your ecosystem there. My heart is physically trying to adjust. It helps to take a long, deep breath. Yes, breaths are very good. Yeah. Pink lines are coming up. Maybe leaving body. Yeah. No, you're not. It's not maybe. You already did. I feel dizzy. Holy moly. Do you feel the wind? You guys are just trying to adjust your ninth dimensional bodies. Not alone being alone in positions of 9,000 years in the future. You guys are just trying to adjust your bodies. You guys are all only in position of fifth dimension, but you're in the ninth dimension of your body. Do you see how powerful that is? That's the only way you can understand more of future, right? When you can't be in a body in a low frequency line, because the Serpians will know exactly what you're doing. You won't be able to survive. You have to be at a certain level of oxygen level system, right? Because space and time has its speed, has its time, has its oxygen levels, has its space. So you have to get balance with your 9-dimensional body. Okay? So it's fascinating. You're trying to get adjusted. You say, whoa, this is freaky stuff, right? So they're curious about my lower limbs and why they are not originally formation from birth. They are so deformed. Yeah. Why we don't have tails and they do. Yeah. Work together as a team, You dreamed of lots of snakes and underground river of water last night going through tunnel. Yeah, same love. All right, let's see here. You're yawning there, Alicia, because you're trying to find your foundation, your ground line centers 9,000 years in the future. That's why you're yawning, because you're not used to the atmosphere. You're trying to get adjustments with your 9-dimensional bodies, guys. So it's like an anti-gravity suit that I put on you guys. Kids are so happy to see. They want to sing. They're all singing with me. Great. It's like looking at those kaleidoscopes. Yeah. It's making me cry. Very, very futuristic, beautiful, warm breeze. Daryl, can you put in Jill line connections? Yeah, let's see here coming in. My Serpioun friend is taking me to it. Gentle fragment breeze. ST, I feel it. This is a miracle. Yes, it is a miracle, isn't it? Very powerful. You guys are there. Just see what I missed. Okay. Lieutenant line, center line, condition interference. Put her in 9,000 location positions. High positions into the Serpioun. Yeah, to the Serpians line conditions. Calculation modifications. Put her into the galactic circle to the GFLs rotation. Yeah. Ninth dimensional cycle to conditions anti-gravity suit rotation. All right, there you go, Lieutenant. You're in. All right. Travel to connection to high position locations. I'll give you guys an extra 10 minutes. 10 more minutes. 30 minutes. You got 20, I'll give you 10 more. 30 more minutes. You got 15 more minutes. Yeah, why not? What else are we going to do today? I really want you to absorb what you are seeing. I really want you to understand how to just balance your body and how your general does it every single day. Right? So I can feel my body. Samantha's coming in with the kids to the rainbow with you. See golden, yellow, bronze buildings. Samantha, you're running so loving, curious, not judgment resides here. This is amazing, floating naturally. Sherry, how we doing? Okay, Sherry, communication centers, 9,000 track rotation positions. Put her in the anti-gravity suit of 9-dimensional rotation. Serpioun, yeah. Communication and Serpians. Yep. Rotations to the GFLs. All right, there you go. There you go, Sherry. Have fun. So that's the thing. Everybody's coming in. So they come in and might as well just, hey, just add it on, right? So it's okay. You know, you can stay there for 30 minutes. You can stay there for now because you're in your 9th dimensional body. Why do you think I take you back faster? Because you're in your 5th dimensional body. And I only can take you to a certain level of speed. If I'm going to take you to further distance, I got to put up more levels. I don't tell you these things, do I? You don't know you're in a different body until I tell you, right? So it's better that you know now of what you're up against, right? So, all right. It takes a minute. Yeah, it takes quite a bit to adjust. Yeah. Lieutenant's informed. Yeah. My body surrendered so fully here. Your voice keeps glitching out of my phone. Yeah. You'll find that, Alicia, because remember, you're 9,000 years in the future, right? Seeing beautiful eyes. And they're jumping up and down. This is incredible. Rainbow party. Yep. It's one of my schools. The kids are my students. Oh my God, Ellen, you're so fun. You're giggle. Do the Serpians change colors too? Yes, they do, Donna. Yes. They change their voice patterns every second per second on clock system locations. So they change the colorations, yes, very fast. Some interference on my phone, also in and out. Yeah, it leveled up again. Yeah, it's all about understanding, Janet, how you can really get in positions, how you have to really understand how to communicate with your own phones and get out of the glitches, especially if you're traveling by yourself, right? So in position, you guys aren't meditating. You're not traveling. You're in a foundation of 9,000 years in the future. Big difference. All right, on the road and services is a little spotty, but here. Okay, they're reconfiguring my whole body again. Children are upgrading me. They are teaching a word also. The kids kind of look multicolorized lizards. Yep. Yep, they got their tails. Yep. So that's what I'm saying. We were going to travel to all positions. Where do you think the serpent fire came from? The Serpians. So they're going to show you how to use its position through voice grid box line conditions. You have your cosmic flame, you have your elixir, and now you have your serpent. Okay? Which is the positions of fire. So, it's a lot of fun when you guys try to understand connections, right? Serpent fire, yeah. Oh, okay. Veronica, bring Veronica line center back in positions to high division locations. Triangle interference, Ryan. Yep. All positions back into her fifth dimensional body. Activate the line center rotations. Put her back into voice grid line center to voicing line connections into the oxygen levels of one yellow sun communications to one moon rotation to connections, high position locations to her earth perception. Done. Veronica, you're good. Happy trails. Sarah Fraser, communication line, rotation line connections. Sarah, operation interference, position locations, two anti-gravity suit locations, serpent rotation line connections, Serpioun line center, clock in system dimensional time, dimensional line setting, in position locations, 9,000 years in the future with GFLs. There you go. Sarah's in. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Try to understand the communication. Try to get into your fingers faster, right? Karen. It's interesting, eh, Christopher? You never thought you could see yourself in a ninth dimensional body. That's the hardest thing to understand. You have to understand what it is when you travel. And it's not just traveling, it's balancing everything, right? So now you understand why there is 12 strands, 12 dimensions, 12 chakras. See? It's paying attention to these things, right? I did. I took her out. Yeah, Veronica's out. Yeah, so Whelan, you are not confused. You're individuals of high line rotations into a UFO traveling you to 9,000 years in the future. So when you guys come on, you're in your bodies in ninth dimension already. I already set it up through code. You just have to get the grounds when you go into 9,000 years in acceleration of Mach speed line centers, two positions to the Serpians. So. What's it like, guys? I felt vibration change go higher before class. Yeah. Tina's well aware of that because she understands more of what's going on, what Jenna's doing. So having a party, yeah. Yeah. It's fascinating when you actually understand what's going on, right? Especially when you get your grounds with your ninth dimensional bodies, guys. My hands are dancing too, and I just joined as a bystander. Mm-hmm. I'm in a ship flying around while my internet is lagging. This place looks like the Venus Project, but with red sky. Yep. Always know ahead of time, guys, especially when you're traveling through all positions with the general. Pay attention. It's the biggest thing. All right, so I think you know now that traveling is very real, right? Especially when you know what you're doing. So it's incredible how this amazing force position to its location. That's where everybody is. Isn't that incredible? Couldn't get any better than that, guys. Couldn't get any better than that. So that's what you need to do. And you guys need to understand how to do these things yourself, right? You put your grounds deeper, that helps. See, that's exactly what you need to do, Christopher. Right? So that means the grounds of 9,000 years in the future in your nine-dimensional body is faster, right? The clocking system is what? Extremely, extremely fast because you're no longer in the universalized center of fifth dimension. You're in a ninth dimension. So, which is a whole new universe. Yep. So you guys are in a different universe, different galaxy. So we got lacing line interference of so many TV reception locations. Everything clocked the system through flux capacitor, 2V vector line center rotations. But you have to understand the vectors on the right and the vectors on the left, the flux capacitor line condition, or you can't travel in any way, form, through position. So yeah, it's very mystical, isn't it? Purple Serpioun, beautiful being, loves me. Yep. Wow, okay. They're showing me the 5 fire, how to use it with my hands. There you go. That's what I want. That's why you guys are there. In position, Ellen, yes, it is one of your homes. It is. You're starting to remember more, right? So you're coming out of the questions and positions and why you know the Serpians. You guys are the GFLs. You have to learn how to use the cosmic, the elixir, and the Serpian fire. You need the 3 line center locations so you can activate your pyramids in higher position. So we can get into higher formations of crop circles and design them through its construction system. Oh, cool. You're in the stadium. Nice. It shoots out the heart and that makes a big plasma fireball. Yeah. Thank you. It's mystical. You're welcome. Destiny doesn't exist here on all levels. They have confirmed. Yep. That's right, Janet. Uh-huh. Serpent breath. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love the communications we all have together. I feel purification taking place. See, once you get your grounds, then you get a little bit, like woozy, and then okay, where am I? It's like the first thing you got to understand. Well, I'm not on my Earth perception anymore. You realize, ooh, I feel different because your body's different. Your body is at a different molecular light of structure at time. So your body has to be at the same balance. And that's a true understanding where humanity is in that balance. Now you understand what it is. I wanted to show you what humanity is going through when they don't wake up. You guys are having problems with your oxygen levels. You're having problems with your ecosystem. You're having problems with your breathings. You're having problems with the grounds. You're having problems with your clocking. You're having problems with your anti-gravity suits. And that's what humanity is going through. So now you're looking at their point of view and what they're going through. And how important is it for them to get their grounds with their perception, right? Fascinating when you get into that. It's other about like seeing the other side and how real it is when you're on foundations of another planet in that connection. So should have watched TikTok videos before, but now I know can't let things get out of position and not in line, out of line. Yep, that's right. Very good, Lauren. Um, Get positions back in high rotation positions of Lauren. Put her high rotation line conditions to anti-gravity suits. 9,000 high position location, 9-dimensional rotation conditions, GFL. Line signal her to allocate line conditions, circle rotations. Clock into systems to Serpioun. There you go, Lauren. All right. What are crop circles? They are symbols to help others matter. Bingo. Very good, Alicia. Wow, you're finally home. Look at what you're showing me. You're so happy, and the music, huh? Yeah. Ellen's crying. Yeah, no, like I said, guys, this is real travel. Okay, this is not in the mind. It's no longer in the mind when you're on a foundation. Okay, you're living the existence of the now. And that's what I'm saying. The mind makes it real because it is. Right? To your body is its reaction, trying to understand the ninth dimension of its body system and everything that goes with it. Right? To 9,000 years in the future. So, very mystical. Yep. Just like my user. It's amazing how we are all connected, I'm saying, but honestly, very hard to process. But see, Lauren, this takes over time when you understand more positions. Try to understand more of yourself, and not so much more of what's going on. Just try to get the balance of where you are, right? That's the first thing that I learned when I was in position. Try to understand this, try to understand that. So it's all calculations, to that connection. So every time I travel, you guys, you always have something to be upgraded through, something to know, something to understand, something to do, something to communicate with, all that connection. The abilities, yeah. It's the real trap. It's the abilities, yeah, exactly. And it's all about understanding not just the believing, it's the phenomenon of what you see now, which is a very, very real. People aren't that level. They're not even 1/3 of that level. They're not even 1/2 of that level of understanding what space is through travel. But you guys are catching on. The true understanding is the calculations of you, right? 12 locations, 12 divisions, 12 strands, 12 body track systems, 7 bodies of water, and 5 of the conscious level system. That's the birth line system to your clocking system of humanity in position. Anything above that, now you're dealing with space. Higher levels of space, clocking levels of space, dimensions of space, intelligence of space. Okay, so when you're going somewhere else and you're on the foundations, on a planet, puts everything in perspective. Right? See, the thing is, too, when you're there, you actually appreciate yourself more to know exactly what is out there and not just what you see through the earth perception you're on. Right? So. I see all this is radiant light around us, like a sonar. He gifted us all with full illumination. Giggle Dragon, yes, we're flying dragons. Water team, dancing. Samantha, come on. I see you. Dragon's formation. Come with us. Wow, now we use our fire. Yes, we're all in the white dragons. 12 strands of DNA. Very good. Makes a diamond with the 4. Right. Very good, Commander. Cool fire diamond. Yeah. So that's stored. That's stored. Okay. In your heart reactor. It's very powerful. Too slow, too fast. So, and see, and it makes more sense now, especially when you get foundations of where you are, not just traveling. I'm talking of foundations on a planet, which is extremely real. Yeah, I know. It's very powerful. All right. So you guys are lit up. Illumination graphs, Serpians, they send you all positions. Program line centers, communications to the Serpians. Serpent fire is stored in your heart reactor. 5 minutes. I will bring you back. Yeah. You're getting ready to activate back, Christopher. That's why your body's hot. It's getting different grounds, the information line center. So it's all about changing your programs of travel, right? So now you understand why we created space-time and our rotations. It's all calculated modifier, right? So your body fragmentation lines and your binary line centers and your bar graph locations. So yeah, you got to change your skin temperature. Very good, Commander. See, it's all about helping you guys out, and that's what's the important thing is the test, like I said, is you through communication. Getting yourself in positions, getting yourself out of situations, right? Yeah, I know, Ellen, you want to stay there. Unfortunately, you can't because your time doesn't precede its position. You're still in your fifth dimensional body. All right. So the only way I can do that, Ellen, as long as you get your positions of past, present, future into one, then you can stay there longer, right? But you can never really, ever stay on their planet because you're living the existence of your physical line. So it's kind of like basically 1 hour in space is like 7 years on Earth. Now, if the physical line center went into space, like really into space, that's exactly what would happen. 7 years would go by on the Earth. 7 years in 1 hour. That's unbelievable. Think about that. So, and that's why you guys are just trying to understand you through travel. Right? You're just trying to get your positions of what's going on with your body and travel. And, oh, this is cool. I'm seeing this and seeing that. But you guys are on a planet that's intelligences that have never seen before, that has never been on your Earth position, and never has ever been in dark, only light. Right? Which created the serpent fire. And now you have it in your heart reactor. Right? So now you just have to learn how to use it through your pyramids so we can set the grid line centers to its location. Is space considered future? Space is considered future. You are the positions of you in the presence to understand your future, which is already created. So, like I said, Lauren, Once you create things already created, you start living the now. Once you live the now, you start creating. Okay? So when you start creating, you've already created already in soul travel. You already know your positions. You already know your coordinates. You already know your planets. You already know your light. You already know your immortality. You know you're in light. You know you're in purity. You know you're in love, right? With your self positions. You're loving yourself again. Okay? That's the only way you can travel faster. There's no complications or anything with reference to anything through space-time. Humanity has to get out of the track system of thinking and getting into knowing, of doing, which is already set, right? In space-time position. So, yeah, patience is a virtue at all levels. All right, so I'm going to take you guys back. Say goodbye to the Serpians. I had a great time with you guys. So I'm going to travel you guys back, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the clock interference to high rotation line center. Okay, so this imposition of U track line system, I'm going to put you back in your center rotations and put you back into allocated line conditions of fifth dimension. Allocated line center positions, all cap line rotations. Communications are coming in. Yep, galactic forces, GFLs, rebellion. Put them in the track rotation back in line conditions. All right, so we're going to back force line rotation. So it's going to feel like you just got sucked back right in. All right, part of the system is going to change. Conceptions, all your gamma interference line channels are going to change particle line condition, the interference location, travel direction of time position, back in clocking system, back in the center rotations of 5 o'clock. See? 5 o'clock. You guys are back. Woo! All good. See? Now the adjustment is going to be a little bit different now. You're going to feel a bit woozy. You know, it's all about traveling to a foundation. It's going to, so it's going to get back in vibration. Oh, back in the fifth dimensional line center. Right? So you guys got to get readjusted again because you're in a different oxygen level of space. So yeah, just take a deep breath, drink lots of water. That's the most important. When you guys travel, please drink lots of water because you're going to extremely high line center rotation positions, and everything in 9,000 years in the future is extremely, extremely fast. That's only 9,000. I've traveled trillions of years in the future, guys. Just imagine where your body temperature has to be at. Whoa, eh? Well, keeping aware of travel, of position, location, we're going to do that more, but I really want you guys to get into your elixirs, get in your cosmic fire, and in positions of the serpent fire and the cosmic flame. 2 line center rotations, 1 in positions, and 1 in track system of fire rotation. So you truly understand how to use all 3 to your pyramid activation system so we can set up the grids at a high line rotation. All right. So it's amazing what travel can do in position, all through clocking. So, yeah, it was fun, wasn't it? Yeah. And then you say to yourself, I just traveled 9,000 years in the future. How do you explain that to anybody? How do you explain that to anybody? And your kids are going, I wanted to go. That's not fair. You didn't take me. All right. So I took you there first so we can travel farther. All right. 9,000 is just the beginning. All right. So we'll go into 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. Right. But I got to put you in your 12 dimension line center. You guys aren't ready through that program yet. So I have to reset that rotation. Better to higher levels and more anti-gravity suit line rotation connections to the ground system. So in position, I'll tell you exactly. And usually Tina comes in and she knows exactly what's going to happen. So she understands the program way before I set things up. So she is prepared. Make sure you have your water. Okay, very important. Okay, because your whole particle light is changing. Everything through dimensional line is changing. Your eyes are changing. Your hair is changing because you're traveling extremely fast onto a foundation of a planet, a Serpioun. All right. So, well, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Yeah, you'll feel woozy, Sherry. You'll come back in line center. So I'm going to head over to TikTok. Any questions or comments? Let me know. All right. Adios.